I'm Thomas, Senior Engineer with Synergen OG. In this video, I'll be talking about the overview of process safety management and the pillars and components under process safety management, as well as the elements that falls under each pillar. Process safety management, or usually called as PSM, is an application of management principles, and the system involves the identification of process hazards, understanding of process hazards, and control of process hazards, which aims to prevent process-related injuries and incidents. PSM is supported by four main pillars, that is, process safety culture, identify and assess risks, managing risks, and review and improve. The cycle of PSM pillar can be seen from this diagram. In the first pillar, process safety culture involves commitment, responsibility, compliance, and competency of personnel such as leader, employee, stakeholders, and others towards process safety. In the second pillar, the organization should identify potential hazards and assess risks through activities such as hazard identification or HAZID, hazard bowtie, and other risk assessment tools that is adopted by the organization. In the next pillar, after identifying hazards and assessing the risk, organization needs to be able to manage risks through resource allocation and system monitoring, such as operating manuals and procedures, monitoring and handover, standards and practices, emergency preparedness, inspections and maintenance, and others. Finally, organization needs to review and improve its PSM through continuous improvement of the health, safety, and environment. Now, we will go through the overview of the elements involved in each of the four pillars in accordance with the Energy Institute framework that consists of 20 elements. In the first pillar of process safety culture, the elements within this pillar includes leadership, commitment and responsibility, identification and compliance with legislations and industry standards, employee selection, placement and competency and health assurance, workforce involvement, and communication with stakeholders. Next, we will look into the elements related to this second pillar of identify and assess risks. In this second pillar, the following elements are included: hazard identification and risk assessment, documentation, records, and knowledge management. Now, let's see what are the elements embedded within this pillar, managing risk. In this pillar, there are a total of 11 elements that includes operating manuals and procedures, process and operational status monitoring and handover, management of operational interfaces, standards and practices, management of change and project management, operational readiness and process startup, emergency preparedness, inspection and maintenance, management of safety critical devices, work control, permit to work and task risk management, and contractor and supplier selection and management. Next, we shall see what are the elements included in the first pillar of review and improve. In this final pillar, the two elements within this pillar includes incident reporting and investigation, and audit, assurance, management review, and intervention. Finally, with all of these elements in place, hope that this provides you a better view of what does PSM involves and how you will start to implement in your organization to make it a safer and better place to work. That concludes my sharing for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found this information useful. See you in the next one.